Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. Coming to you live once again from Las Vegas. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and we're back to do a collective reading this time. I'm so excited to see what's going to come out. I just saw me pulling a whole bunch of cards. A whole bunch of cards. Yep. And so I would like to begin, yes, I do, baby, with the Phantasmagoric Theater Tarot. And this deck has been like building into this energy. I now that it's coming through the way it is, I see this energy for this reading has been building for a couple days, and it's been building through this deck specifically. I did not know that until just now. I don't read cards the way the book says I read. Some of the stuff might be the same as the book, but really I'm an intuitive reader, and a lot of the card definitions that I have received by divine download. As I would meditate on the cards, I was given messages, and at any point in time, other messages come through. So, yeah, if you like that, stick around. I want to thank you all for the growth on the channel. I've been focusing on doing the zodiac signs. I see that as what a lot of different ones resonate easier towards, and it helps get the messages out. So I appreciate you viewing my zodiac readings, both in English and in Spanish separately. Sharing the growth on the channel, it delights me because I know. I mean, no matter what the size of the channel has been, I've always been grateful and delighted by it, because I know that the messages that I give through are divinely designed, because I do what I do for the love of humanity, for the empowerment of one and all of our authentic divine nature, because there's been a calling for it, for the balance. So let's see what we have coming out. And what I was shown, and they're just reiterating with me now, past, present, future. Okay, this side of the table is the past, this side of the table is the future, just in case we start doing free fall stuff. But yeah, past, present, future from each deck was what I've been shown. I was shown a lot of decks, so this reading could be very lengthy. I have no idea. It's not pre-planned by my conscious human brain. It was clearly pre-planned by spirit and love source, God, creator of all that ever is, was, would be, or could be, that which I channel freely as an open channel daily. Okay. Past, we have the Page of Cups and Temperance. I just want peace. I don't like what I'm seeing. I don't want to see that no more. I just want to be at peace. I just want to be calm. I just want to be steady. I just want to be happy. I just want to change these things. If I could stop looking at what I see, then maybe I could do some alchemy. If I could stop looking at what I see and I could just touch the love that I have, if I could just touch the peace in my heart, if I could just touch some joy, then maybe I can make that happen outside of me in my physical world. Okay, yeah, somebody was thinking about a Sagittarius on a more personal level, but no, I see, like, yeah, I just want things to get better. I just, like, something's got to give, something's got to change. We need to bring some. I heard unification. We need to unify these opposites. We need to unify. We need to come together right now. That's what I heard. Okay, yeah, come together over me. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. So there's this energy of blending, there's this energy of doing alchemy is a spiritual transmutation, making things change from one state of being to another. Yeah. um Imagine all the people living as one. The Beatles, yeah, baby. Imagine all the people. Okay, that's the energy here. Look, and we have the one with the eyes closed, and there's a little puppet down here, and it's like on a hangman's noose. It's like, oh my gosh, I don't want to look at this stuff that's going on, but it's hanging from the one finger. It's from his own finger. Somebody didn't see, people. A lot of people didn't see how they were. I heard the puppeteers in their life causing a lot of uh, weight around their neck. The way this weight is around their neck, actually reminds me of a dream that my father had, where he had a millstone around his neck and it took him down. That was clearly before he committed suicide. So a lot of people could be feeling suicidal and they just want peace. And what I do want to say about that is I did channel a message and that I've been sharing abundantly over and over again, because it's a very important message. When people feel the urge to commit suicide, they're not looking to destroy their physical bodies. What they're actually looking for is to have a soul level, a spiritual transformation. But because we're so physically focused, all they think about is the physical body. So they look at it and they think, I'm just going to off myself. I'm going to unalive myself. And no, that's not really what they were looking for. They don't realize that until they've gone to the spirit realm. But that's the facts that I heard. So, there's suicide prevention hotlines. Tell somebody, tell a fucking stranger. If you don't feel like you have anybody that gives a fucking off, go tell a stranger. You know what I'm saying? Find somebody. There are safe places. There are people that do care, and you are important. So now that we've mentioned that, which is 100% necessary, I'm going to continue on with the message for the collective, which is a lot of people could be feeling that, out there. They could be feeling the stress of life, feeling like it's not worth it to be alive. And you know what? These two cards come out together specifically to say we hold the counterbalance for that as we hold our peace and we transmute these energies spiritually just by existing in this place of personal balance. In the temperance energy, we've been through a lot, we can handle a lot. If we couldn't handle a lot, we wouldn't have chose to come at this time. We provide the counterbalance for those ones on a soul level, on a spiritual level, because all of us have soul connections to people that we'll never even meet all around the world. People who would tick the same boxes on a checklist of stereotypical identifiers. Oh, are you single? Tick there. You are in a collective of single people. Are you any of these ethnicities? Click all that apply. Anything that you click, anybody else who clicks the same box, you are part of a soul connection on a certain level. And then it goes even deeper into experiences. College graduates, people who dropped out, people who had children as teenagers, people who can't have children, people who were abused as children, people who were adopted, people who had perfect home lives, people whose parents worked too much, people whose parents who tried to buy their love, people who never had any money, but they had all the love. Anything where you could tick a box to describe an experience of life, you have connection to other soul connection to the group of those who would tick the same box. Now, the more you are aware of this, the more powerful your influence in the energy becomes. Conscious awareness. Whoa. That's what I heard. Conscious awareness. Whoa. Is it Joey? Is it Joey from what show was Joey in? Was he in Who's the Boss? What show was Joey in? A young kid. And he's like, whoa. I don't know. Somebody's been watching it. You've been binge watching old TV shows, old sitcoms. But yeah, Joey came through. Whoa. Again, I'm hearing that. Somebody says whoa a lot. Okay. And then I'm hearing whoa with WOH. The first time. The very last time I said whoa, I heard it WOE, as in danger, warning. Let's look up exactly what whoa means, as a matter of fact. Give me one moment. Awareness is coming as Here Comes the Sun plays. Okay. Um, Awareness is coming. Woe is great sorrow or distress. Yes. So anywhere uh, where the woe, the great sorrow or distress is causing people to have these thoughts, we hold the counterbalancing energy for that. Anywhere where you're feeling that, that's only one side of the experience, and the experience is again often translated into physical reality, but it's actually a spiritual experience that somebody's looking for. They're looking for a spiritual transformation. That's the energy in the past for somebody. There was a lot of interest in a Sagittarius person. Somebody, your interest was piqued because you met the Sagittarius person who had the ability to alchemize energy. You saw this. They seem straight magical to you. Okay, so that just creeped into here. again, we're going into collective energies though, so I want to keep it more on the collective than on the individual. The next position, the card came out in this one. They said to pull to keep it two. They showed me we'll take two and two out of this deck. We have justice in the current energy. Here and now, we have justice, baby. So justice is here, Libra energy. That we see the scales there and the balance. Okay, justice doesn't care about your feelings; it cares about the facts. Okay, Lady Justice, she can be seen as very unemotional, because she is. She's not going to get emotionally affected. She cares about the facts. She's concerned with the facts. She's concerned about what is the truth. Okay. So with justice coming up here, let's see the other card, the Queen of Swords. And if she is not perfect, she definitely comes up great with justice. Again, Libra energy. I also heard for somebody, Libra is your north node, Sagittarius is your south node. I don't know what year you would have had to been born. What's the time frame on that? But anyways, continuing, justice is not giving a dang about how somebody feels. I heard justice could be a cold piece of work. Okay, that's not exactly, yeah, a cold-hearted bee, a cold-hearted queen bee. I heard off with their heads. Yeah. So yeah, there's this energy where it's like, if you went through this situation and you wanted to make it better, I see that you went through this transformation to where now your cutoff game is real. You're not entertaining things, you're not emotionally manipulated. In the past, you could have been like a puppet on a string for people, not even aware that you were being emotionally manipulated. But when things got so chaotic, you want to change so bad, and now you're so much more discerning. The Queen of Swords can see beyond what is being presented to her, to dig down to facts, to dig down to the underlying reasons, to see beyond. Yeah. So there's this energy here from that place. Strong. The Queen of Swords is also the queen of boundary setting. So now you've been a fool. I'll be a fool for you. Okay. Only fools rush in. Yeah, you used to be the fool that did that. You was a fool for a lot of people. The collective was a fool for a lot of people. The collective was a fool for a lot of people that had a good show, that put out a good show for them. Now the collective has a lot more discernment. Now the collective understands the reasons why they have to protect their energy. Now the collective understands that, yes, you're a great lover. You're an amazing lover. But you don't need to just be loving on anybody, baby. Your love has great power. You don't give your love to people who are evil to you anymore. Yeah. Love is great. You can always be in love. Yes, the lyric, so many. So always be in love came through. But it doesn't mean you have to be a fool about it. And it doesn't mean you're going to give that love to anybody that would try to hang you out to dry. Collective. It's time for love, baby. But we're going to be much more intentional, deliberate, and boundaried about where we're giving it to. If it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. We're not tolerating mistreatment anymore. And as a collective, I see like society is to that point. The news is out. The people know. People know what's really going on beyond the scenes. People got some common sense about them now and aren't going to be easily manipulated into the same tomfoolery, these shenanigans that others think that they can play these games on the collective, on our society. It just doesn't fly anymore. You've learned too dang much. You're too discerning now. I love it. Let's see what we have in the future energy for the collective, please and thank you. We have Hangman energy. And next card coming out with it is the Ten of Swords. Oh yeah. It's like any sacrifice, it's over. It's time for the shifting of the tables. Yeah, anywhere where there's been self-sabotage beliefs, even that's over. You're not doing that no more. You're not believing the hype no more. you're not even depending on what the physical eyes see. You're instead connecting to the soul self to get the roadmap, the real map. It's like somebody gave you a fake map. They gave you a fake treasure map. They gave you a fake way to navigate life on this planet. Yeah, the fear, the programming falling off. Not, no, we're not doing that no more. Mm-mm. And with this hangman is talking about a change that happens because of a different perspective, which puts an end to the old stuff. It puts an end to the old junk. I really love this. And it's not over till it's over, but it will end. I heard it will end. What will end? I heard this sacrifice. Oh, and then I heard the blood sacrifices, they will end. Okay. Oh, they're not going to have any more blood to drink anymore. They won't have any more blood to drink anymore. The achrome stuff that they've been drinking, they're not going to have access to that anymore. Yeah, they're not going to know what they're going to do. That's what's going to happen in this experience. Yeah. You'll find what collective will find is that in the time to come, you'll realize that anything that was delayed served for a greater purpose. You're going to realize that the delays were perfect. The masks will be off. There'll be no more masks. You know, it's like falsehoods being removed, final decisions being made, people showing where they truly stand. Yeah, people showing where they truly stand. Yeah. Some people are very angry right now. They're very angry because collective is sitting in justice energy and they don't have the ability to touch them. They're on the other side of the boundaries, trying to figure out a way to get through. They're going to have to give up that fight. Collective ends up in an untouchable energy. Collective definitely ends up in an untouchable energy. Collective was unawares before collective was unaware of how they were being hung out to dry. Okay, why? Because collective was even falling under propagandas and false beliefs and limiting give your power away ideas and understanding. But now collective is waking up like never before. You know, I was at the grocery store this evening and I heard people, this is the first time in my life I heard somebody talking about how we influence and create our own reality. As they were walking through the grocery store, the man was explaining it to the woman he was with. And in my heart, it did like this whole victory dance. Like, yes, get them, baby, tell them. What we're doing is growing. The energy is growing. The awareness, the conscious awareness has grown so huge. Yeah, it's going to be like all the sacrifices were worth it. That's where collective ends up. Everything we went through was worth it. It's a separating right now. It's time for I heard it's time for the healers to walk away from those toxic ones that don't want to heal and to go mind their freaking business. And when they can't leech on to your energy no more, they're gonna be pissed. They're gonna be mad about it. Ooh wee. Yeah. And there's two different. So we're talking about this Libra energy right now. Somebody that's very important. It might be your north node. It might be your ascending sign or whatever position of your birth chart. But I've got those two specifically, north node and ascending rising sign. So Libra, who is more mature, is very good at maintaining balance, keeping the peace. They're very resourceful. Anywhere where they see an insufficiency, they will jump up and provide. They will offset the imbalance. If the Libra energy is immature, though, she's a cold-hearted cunt. I said it. Yeah, she is. She will take advantage of everybody. If she doesn't get her way, nobody's going to party. She thinks she's the prettiest, the most attractive, and the most powerful, and she will treat you as such. And she's cruel. She doesn't care about anything. That energy is here. That energy is here at this time, and it's coming up to be cleared. And you know what's going to be the counterbalance of it? Collective injustice, because justice is Libra also. So let them throw, there's giving me this image. Let them throw their temper tantrum. I just see a child in the store that doesn't want to leave the toy on the shelf and they're throwing a whole temper tantrum. I'm telling you, the child they're showing me in my mind is throw themselves down on the floor. They're kicking and screaming and hollering. Now I see everybody turning their heads and staring, looking at the parent. And then the parent, instead of feeling embarrassed and telling the child, you're embarrassing me, they tell the child, you're embarrassing yourself. Let's go. Justice, standing for what's right. Now that's what's happening around the collectives. So the way this whole reading, it kind of like transforms as I've been pulling these cards. And now as it sits, it's like this, the left of the two. So this, and this is giving me collective energy right now. And the opposite is giving me non-collective energy. And there's an ending coming here. Their betrayals won't work anymore. Their betrayals won't work anymore. And this hangman is speaking to me as saying, untouchable. Untouchable. They won't be able to find you. They won't be able to touch you. Okay. So they're not going to have the power of influence over our lives anymore. Let's get the sacred traveler out, is what I'm getting. See what else we can get in these messages for us. What do you have for the collective? So it's like Libra against Libra. If you've got two Libras in your house, I want to know, are they both mature? Are neither mature? Is one mature and the other isn't? Because somebody has two Libras in their house. Oh my gosh, yes. They just showed me another specific Libra to discuss. Yeah, there's a specific Libra energy here. This person, she expects everybody to take care of her. She talks crap to everybody. All she ever has to talk about is what went wrong and who did what against her and who's terrible and why. She thinks she knows everybody. She thinks she's right about everything. She is somebody who has been scorned. She's bitter. She's emotionally indifferent. And she can be very obsessed, OCD even. She can be very nitpicky, scrutinizing and needing. She's entitled. Thank you. She feels entitled to everything you have and everything you do. That's the non-collective energy right now. There's a huge sense of entitlement out there from an energy that is anti-love, because they're not founded or grounded in love energy. And you know what? It may look like they're just out for anybody, but no, babe. It's a big net to try to catch the collective, is what I just heard. That's new shit. Okay. So yeah, snap, snap, snap to that. That is wow. So the wide net that the non-collective is out there casting right now in this bitter, vengeant, I'm going to get you energy is actually meant to catch the collective. They think they're going to catch the collective in it. Wow. They have only very limited identifiers for who the collective is. This is why they're targeting the way they are. Ha! I heard that stuff ain't going to work. They said that boo hockey ain't going to work. What's a boo hockey? Who says boo hockey? I ain't never said that in my life. That's not even a word. Okay. Past energies here, please, and thank you. Most important messages for the collective. Past energies is joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. Yeah. You just run around here happy, go lucky, not even knowing that somebody had you. I heard in a loop. Okay. In a loop. You were in a loop. I'm hearing looper. I'm hearing jumper. I'm hearing cycle, loop of a cycle, and I just see it going round. I heard hamster wheel, round and round the hamster wheel. Okay. In the current energy, what do we have for the collective? In the current energy, we have navigating by the stars. Follow your bliss. The night might be dark, baby, but you know how to get around. That's what I heard. The night might be dark, baby, but you know how to get around. All right. What's unfolding for the collective? Thank you. Immediately out. The mystic healer. Look at that. You're coming back out. Your healing energy flows through you. The night will stay dark for a little while, but your light will shine bright. So didn't I just tell you they was trying to cast a wide net to catch the collective? This is why they're not going to be able to. So, collective, you could be guided to move around, navigated by the stars, follow your bliss. Yeah, you're doing that. Whether this move around is a spiritual move around, astral traveling, or a literal physical move, I see that this move around card is very this navigating by stars is saying move around, because so it's almost as though when they cast the net over here, you're going to be over there. And when they cast the net over here, you're over there, you're going to be on this side. And when they cast the net over here, you're going to be on that side. So it's like every time they try to cast a net, you had already left or you didn't get there yet. And it was perfect. It was perfect, yeah, because they're casting the wide net to try to stop the mystic healer. How dare you heal Earth and humanity? How dare you empower the divine, authentic nature of humanity? Who the hell do you? I'll tell you who I think. Actually, you don't need to know. I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave. I'm just navigating by the stars. I'll come shine my mystic healer light once you're done casting nets this way. Then I'll go, oh, you see, you just left here. Hold on. I'm going to come through here. I'm going to shine my mystic light. There's this energy here of you showing up where they casted their net to try to entangle, catch people up, get people caught up, whatever it was. And it's like you show up when they done and you do some magic, some hocus pocus, abracadabra, alakazam, hocus pocus focus, magic, and then you guess what? You heal it all. You heal it where they're at and where they're gonna go next from where they were. Ooh, interesting. You heal it where they're at and where they're gonna go next from where they were. Where were you? Where were you when they were there enjoying delight? So whatever their plans are, it's like you're a step ahead of them from being behind them. It's interesting. From being behind them, you get a step ahead of them and you heal it. And anytime, so it's like you're moving around, and I just see dun 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 dun. Why? Because you're turning this way and they're going that way, and it's like you move at the perfect time. You get there at the perfect time. It's like you're a secret universal agent of justice. Yeah, baby. I love it. Mm-mm-mm. Let's get the enchanted map going next. That's what I'm feeling. Hoo-wee. I love it. This energy is very, very powerful. If you could feel what I'm feeling, yeah, it's awesome. It's supercharged. I don't know how I'm recording right now. It's 12:34 a.m. on February 16, 2025. This message is timeless, but I don't know how I'll sleep tonight because this energy in here got me feeling like I drunk 10 cups of coffee, baby. It's a supercharged energy. I'm going to have to lay there and play games on my phone and listen to some meditation, something, or do something to wind down when this reading is done. I can tell you now because whoo, the juice, baby. You got the juice. The tribe got the juice. And you know why I'm feeling so much energy? Because I'm connected. I'm collected. I'm collected. I'm calm, cool, and collected. I'm collected to myself, but I'm connected to love source God, the creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, the divine source energy. And if you've been feeling drained, that's what you're missing. Too many of us have not connected to the divine source energy, and we try to connect to people, and that will drain you every time. And sometimes it will leave you with some STDs, with some sexually transmitted demons, or some PTDs, psychically transmitted demons. You want to be careful with that. Yeah. Okay. That's where we're at. So connecting to source. Okay. If you've been having drainage of your energies when you're doing your spiritual work, what are you connecting to? Are you connected to some entity? Why don't you connect to the source of it all? The source energy, which I like to identify as love source God, creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, the ultimate singularity of all of it and us is what I connect to. And that is like a regenerative source. It doesn't drain. When we connect our energy to individuals or entities, I don't give a fuck which of those divine gods, goddesses you claim, with all due respect, it's not the whole of it all. It's a fragmentation. It's connecting to an external source for power. They're saying if you're going to connect, and here's the thing, I don't have to connect to love source God energy because it is what I am. I am what it is. There is no disconnecting from what I am unless I decide to, which is what some have done. Somebody really needs to hear that. Now is the most important time for you to be your most authentic divine self and understand that, baby, you are the love source God energy. You are that. Being that which you are, okay? All right. That was a whole tangent, but it was a very necessary tangent. Part of the formula, part of the recipe. What's the past energy? Most important message here. Past energy for the collective. Most important message today. Please and thank you. Whenever they find this on all time, space, and the message. Spirit of place. I heard in the past. Okay, so spirit of place. I have read the book. I don't memorize the book. I've only read it a couple times, I'm sure. But it's card number 4. So stability. Here's one of the things, spirit of place. I see that in the past, I'm getting a few messages channeling through here. In the past, you felt very locked into your position. I'm also getting in the past, you felt like, for example, the people who always have to go to Sedona, or they have to go to the ocean, or they have to go to a specific spiritual place. It's just like Catholics must go to church. You know what I'm saying? In the past, there was this need to connect through certain ceremony, location, through certain items. There was this need to feel connected through these. Awareness crept in. That kept, that very idea that, you know, I feel this, I feel so much more connected when I'm in Sedona. Channel, what is it that, look at where her gaze is going. Even in these cards, I love the way this works. Her gaze is going right to that little hanged up puppet. It's a limitation. It's a self-imposed limitation. It's a limiting belief. You can be in Sedona no matter where your physical body is. You bring it to you in the energy of your point of focus. Hello, you heard? And the thing about it is this, interesting. So now this one wants to talk for a moment. You saw yourself in a hung up position in the past, but in the future you'll realize that that hung up position was the perfect place to create a freedom. I heard to create a freedom. That's a collective energy here. Interesting. So spirit of place, physical place. Number 4 being also the number of Gaia. Number 4 is the number of Gaia, for those who didn't know. Plus, it gives us, the 4 cardinal directions, the 4 seasons. The 4 is very earthbound. So the spirit of place is here coming, talking about how there was a huge attachment to a physical place, a huge attachment. Oh, thank you. They're giving me the message that we gave in the beginning about, offing oneself, talking about how a huge attachment to the physical perspective. That's the perspective shift. When this is so good. It's so juicy, so delicious. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The shift that is happening is going from a physically based perspective to a spiritual based perspective. We've long said it. Stop identifying people as this body and that body. Start identifying as this energy or that energy, which energy or what energy, the love energy or anti-love energy. That it's that simple, people. It's that simple. Is this love energy? Is this anti-love energy? You are literally love. You feel like crap when you're not in love because you're going against what you are. So, this is about understanding that you are it. It is embodied through you. It's the same thing I just said. You don't have to connect to what you are. You are love source God energy. It's going to be a lovely day when you realize that. It's a lovely day realizing that. Trust me. They ask me how I'm doing all the time. Every time I walk into a store, every time I cross paths with another person, I say, "I'm fantastic. How are you?" That's the feeling that comes with it. It feels fantastic. effing fantastic, regardless of what's happening externally, regardless of what comes in the mail, regardless of what's due, when, where, and why, and how. It's fantastic. And that's what everybody was reaching for. Everybody was reaching for it. There had the idea that it was possible. It becomes a reality. You saw, you were like, how can I be in a different perspective of life? I want to live on the other side of the tracks. I want to have a different human experience. Right now, that's what this little dude is saying. Guess what? You make it reality. You make the different spirits reality. Okay. But there's a shift that happens in the middle that's happening right now. And this is about, letting go. Oh, stop being so hard on yourself. I heard you could be just like that evil, bitter, angry Libra, Queen of Swords toward yourself if you want to, or you could be just about it. Right now is a decision to be harsh on self, or to understand that it all happens for a reason. And so what's the reason this happening? I want to understand how is this benefiting me? If everything is benefiting me, how is this benefiting me? You're navigating by the stars. Now, let me see what else we have in the current position for the collective. Thank you. Ha! Magic prayer, card number 32. Love, love, love. So while you're busy, I love the way the cards are giving me so many different messages in each of these positions. I just got to say, the right hand and left hand positions on the top row just keep shifting their meanings, and it's just delivering so many experiences. You're now able to detach emotionally to see the facts in order to specifically and very eloquently and deliberately conjure, thank you, conjure a group of words, ideas, and visions that are so effective, so perfectly effective right now. For what? Her gaze. Where's her gaze headed? Straight to justice. Where's justice gaze headed? Straight to her. If you're praying for everything or anything at all, let it be justice for humans, for humanity, and for the love energy. Yeah. Card number 32 is giving me Hierophant energy. 3 plus 2 equals 5. 5 is major arcana Hierophant, magic prayer. You have the ability to communicate with the spirit realm. Use it now. Use it now. Don't become afraid of what you see happening outside. Decide and declare what is coming out of it. Because remember, we get ahead of it by being behind it. We look at what has happened and we create what's coming. What is experienced now as a large collective creation, with us in our power of love energy, which amplifies exponentially our creative abilities and our ability to create magic prayers that come fulfilled. We have the ability to very beautifully redesign our world and our experience, not just for ourselves, but for the other humans that live here too, who may not know how to do this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't know how to do this, but we do. So we have a sort of, with great power comes great responsibility. Baby, we are the most powerful collective on earth. And we do have a responsibility to use that power wisely, not to fall into fear, intimidated at this time as they would like us to, but to stand in our power, understanding that it's not about the place the physical body is, it's about where our focus is. And we can bring any physical place to our physical reality by that focus. Ooh, that's so delicious. Meat and potatoes all day here, baby. Let me see what else. In the future, what's unfolding for the collective? We have rescue. Look at that. Card number 16. Tower card energy in the tarot. Also 1 plus 6 equals chariot energy in the tarot. Major arcana 7. With somebody in a hot balloon. With with the giant spyglass. We have a lady who's standing at this cave on this floating island. It's giving me the movie Avatar vibes, guys. I'm getting Avatar vibes, the floating islands. There's a huge waterfall coming from the lady. And there's smoke coming out of the chimney. There is a man-made formation of brick here. Yeah. that she's standing in. This is not an earth-made cave. This is a man-made cave. We're going to see, I told you there wasn't going to be no more blood in their acorn cups no more. Yeah. You know why? All those people are being healed. All those people are being freed. So many messages here. If you know, then you know. If you can hear what is being said without the words that would get this video removed, then thank you. I love you. Okay, we're trying for sure. But yeah, people will be rescued, freed. They will come out with tears of joy. People are being freed. Why? Because the Mystic Healer is here. And the spyglass is even pointing straight to the Mystic Healer card. Look at that. Spyglass pointing straight over there, right to the Mystic Healer. Yeah? On my table, this way. Perfect. Yeah, they'll be devastated. Well, who freed all of our captives? The Mystic Healer did. You know why? Because they got in the spirit of place. They projected the future out. That was you. That was you. That was exactly you. Got in the spirit of place, projected the future out where all those who were captive physically, yes, there are captives, physical captives. Emotionally, so many emotional, physical captives, right? Mentally captive, so many mentally captive and spiritually captive, freed. That's what's unfolding. And you know what? You're creating it now. Loving this energy is freaking awesome. Let me see. I feel more cards. I don't feel we're finished. What cards? The Azure cards want to come out. Let's get the Azure deck. Yeah, it's so important for you, tribe. It's so important for you to stay in your power at this time. Read between the lines, see what's not being said, decide and declare what the future will be. Don't buy into the programming. There's a huge mass programming right now going on that is trying to cast a wide net to catch up the collective so that we'll use our mind power to create the reality that they are prophesying to us. The Simpsons do not predict the future. The Simpsons tell humanity what the powers that were would like to have happen, and then the collective gets involved, believes in it, watches it, ha-has it, doesn't use their power to proclaim what it is, and then it has unfolded. However, the power of the collective now is so strong and more aware that when we see things, whether it's on the news or The Simpsons or any other freaking movie or TV show, if you see something, baby, and it doesn't look like what you want our humanity to suffer through, if it doesn't look like it's justice for us, then it is your opportunity in that moment to cast your magic prayer, say the magic spell, feel the magic intention, and create the freedom from that. Counter produce it. You understand what I'm saying? They want you to produce it the way they give it to you. Thank you. Thank you for showing me your evil plans. Now I know exactly what spells to cast with my focus and my energy of freedom, justice, liberation, of the mystic healing that happens. Understand? I'm sure you do. You're so intelligent. You're so in tune, and you can hear what is being said between the words, what is being said energetically, because that's just who you are. You're magical. You're powerful. You are a love-based creature, and your love is profoundly effective. Yes. Yeah, the rescue all started in the spirit of place. When you realize, like, you didn't have to be in a specific place to be powerful enough to make this. Somebody had this idea that they had to go to Tibet and go sit in one of them temples over there in the mountains in order to make this freedom come to be. And then you realize, well, I can do that in my mind. Oh, snap. Yeah. Snap is it, babe. Snap your butt right there. Use your mind power. Use your emotional power. You can astral project, mentally project, psychically project your energy anywhere you want it to be, and then take that projector and cast onto the world scene harmony, unity, kindness, compassion, consideration, and the final termination of the powers that were. Hello. They already the powers that were. Why you think they in the store throwing a tantrum like the little fucking kid? Because they've been a kid in a candy store this whole time. Could you imagine if you found your child stuffing their face? You done lost your child at the grocery store, at the whatever store, at the Wally World, wherever you would. And here you come, you find your child hiding under the rack with all the candy from the shelf. They just stuffed themselves with candy. Oh no, it's time to go. You've had more than enough. You're going to make yourself sick. You're going to dirty these people's place up. It's time to get up out of here. Let's go. Kids start throwing a temper tantrum, kicking and screaming and hollering and all that stuff. Everybody looking at you like you crazy because that's your child. What is going on? No, let's go. You're not going to win. So that's the energy. In this case, the humanity is the parent, and the child is that anti-love energy that's been allowed to thrive. Why? Because people were buying into the programming. People were buying into the fears and the self-limiting beliefs. People didn't know that all they had to do was come together for respect, for kindness, compassion, acceptance, allowing, for honesty, for integrity, for the right use of power. Let that be part of your magic prayer. Do it now. Even this conversation, and all of you focused in watching this on all time, space, and dimensions, create it now. We create it on all time, space, and dimensions. That's why all my videos is timeless, because I work in all time, space, and dimensions simultaneously, and so can you. So do you. I claim it for you. Do you claim it for yourself? What's the past energy here you want to speak? Most important messages for the collective, please, and thank you. Past energy, most important messages for the collective. So thankful and grateful to be here. Information on working with me personally one-on-one is below the video, as well as other things I have offering. If you're ever in Vegas, come get your nails done by me. Thank you for the growth on the channel. Keep sharing the video. Keep coming back for more. What do we have? Are you going to give me a card? As soon as I ask. What is in the past energy for the cycle? I can't with you right now. It says break the cycle. You are the light. You can stop intergenerational behaviors. Card number 29. Somebody's 29 years old at the time of this reading. You have stopped the cycle. Somebody here, yeah, you have gone through it. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ooh, 15 in the tarot. Card number 15 is the devil energy, Capricorn energy. Okay. 2 and 9, high priestess and hermit in the tarot. Those are both of our, that's a spiritual partnership. Somebody has united their spiritual divine feminine and divine masculine on the spirit plane in order to break the cycles. What's 2 plus 9? That's 11. Where are we at with justice? I'm telling you, envision the justice. Envision the autocorrect in full effect, baby, in your magic prayer here and now. And you'll heal the past, present, and the future. Yeah, you are the light. Didn't I just say you were source? Didn't I say stop trying to connect to some entity with a name, with a life, a physical human life, or you know what I'm saying? Some external entity. You are the power, baby. I got the power. No, I am the power. You don't got the power. You are the power, babe. You are the voice. The external tools, the crystals, the toys, the cards, everything else is just the amplifier, babe. That's it. Okay. So in the past, collective energy, you broke the cycle intergenerationally. You did this for yourself. Little did you know it was going to explode into this huge human collective experience that we're having at this time. You did not know when you stop the cycle of sexual abuse, when you stop the cycle of physical abuse, when you stop the cycle of alcohol abuse, whatever the cycle of abuse that you stopped it. You know you stopped it because it happened in your mother or your father. In your parents' generation, it happened. In your generation, it happened. In your children's generation, it did not, because you not only did you stop it, but you confronted it, you cast a light upon it, you didn't hide in shame and guilt about it, you talked openly about it, you let everybody know. You changed it. Cycles of poverty, you changed it. Cycles of inadequacy, you changed it. You broke those cycles. Cycles of being enslaved in whatever way. You changed it for yourself. You did it for yourself, but you didn't know that what you did for yourself equaled a grand cosmic scale event as well. You were influencing. This is so profound because I just had this conversation yesterday and they're bringing it up again now after I already started saying it again, which is so you're having an experience that is requiring that you utilize all your skills and abilities of self mastery that you've gained in this life from all kinds of crazy shit that you've been through. And in your life, in your personal individual life, you're thinking to yourself, I'm not going to jail over this little girl who don't know how to ring things up right at the registry, trying to charge me for everybody else stuff and go and tell me I got an attitude because I told her 3 times all I came in for was 5 chapsticks. And after she said she'd fix it 3 times, I go in the bag. What do you know? There's still somebody else's makeup in my bag that's supposed to only have 5 chapsticks. Now I got both of these heifers yelling at me like I'm crazy when it was a simple task. It was a simple task, right? And instead of jumping over the counter and strangling these little girls because she's mocking me behind her boss and this other little heifer over here, I decide to just speak my piece and walk off with my stuff. And I did. What I was shown as I was talking about the experience later that day was, Melinda, you know what happens as above, so below. In you're uniquely 100% individual, also simultaneously 100% connected to all that is. And this applies for everybody, or I wouldn't be saying it. It would not be channeling through as powerfully as it is here and now. So here you are, you're dealing with these little heifers, whatever it is you got going on, whatever that experience looks like for you, you're dealing with it. But because of the way you respond to it, determines how that affects the large scale, 100% collective connected to all humanity and earth scale. So, although it would just seem like a little ridiculous spat with a couple of little girls at a store that don't know what they doing in life, because the one could have put the separator down, that would have stopped it between my order and hers. The other one could have listened to me and actually checked that there was only 5 chapsticks in the bag, any of the 3 or 4 times that I told her. That could have stopped it, but nothing stopped it. It all approached me. It was an onslaught of attack, verbal attack. I've been through worse, but I noticed my body began to tremble. I did, and then when I came out, and then I heard, Melinda, that was your personal experience of a huge collective experience that's happening right now. And by the way you handled it, and you overcame the situation, and you didn't let the demon get yourself thrown in jail, because that's what the demon wanted you to do. They wanted you to jump over that coward, slap the shit out of the little girl, strangle the other one, and go to jail that night. But you didn't fall for the trap. It was a trap. Likewise, as a result of what you have done and what I'm telling you now you have done as these traps try to show up in your life, is that humanity doesn't end up in a trap. We overcome their traps. They're trying to trap humanity. Remember, this anti love energy is out there trying to trap humanity in an anti love illusion of limitation, of lack, of disconnection, separatism, division, and disharmony, of hate. But it's all propaganda. And we have the ability by our response to it. What's our response? We're going to say our magic prayers. We're going to pray those little heifers learn some fucking respect. Right? We're going to pray them little heifers learn some fucking respect. And I am talking about the little heifers that is affecting the macrocosmic scale as well. How will they learn the respect? Because justice is coming in, baby. Oh boy, we got to move to the next card. What's in the current energy? You broke the cycle. That's what I want to say. Whew! In the current energy, we have karma. Hello, karma. How you doing, baby? We friends. I don't know about how everybody else feel about you, but me and you, we friends. I know we're friends. Exactly. That's the point. If you're scared of karma, you ain't living in the love energy. You living in the anti-love energy. And that's why they're scared of karma. That's why they're throwing a big baby tantrum, kicking and screaming and hollering and whooping and making a big scene at the grocery store. For every action, there is a reaction. Every thought, word, or action has consequences. Everything, and I have said it before, everything they're putting out is coming right back to smack them upside the dome, baby. Mama said, oops, upside your head. I said, oops, upside your head. That's what I heard. Yeah, that's how it's affecting the collective. That's what's happening in the collective right now. We're like, Karma, oh, hey, babe, how you doing? Oh, it's good to see you again. I love my karma because when karma comes around, she brings all kinds of beautiful things. But that's not the same for everybody. You know why she brings you good things? Because you put out good things. You put out beautiful things. Not jumping over the counter and whooping them two little heifers that was full of disrespect was an act of love. I have I had every physical reason to do so. I did not. It was an act of self-love and self-respect. I'm not looking like a fool here. You look like a damn fool. Why I gotta tell you 5 times that I only came for 5 chapsticks? I don't wear makeup. None of that makeup is mine. Okay, that's the energy. They're trying to put some stuff on you that is not yours. It's smacking them intensified in their face. Oops, upside their head. What they put out comes back to them. If they want to go out here and try to destroy some things, oh, they're going to have justice to pay. It's time to pay karma. The bill has come due, baby. They've been getting away with this for thousands of years. And like I said, they are now the powers that were. Let's normalize that. Can you all help me? I have a favor to ask. Can you all help me normalize the powers that were? Too many people saying it wrong. And I'm not even going to say it how they say it. You already know. The powers that were have fallen. They have lost their power. That's why it's time to go home. They got to go back and answer to their maker for their behaviors. They got to receive the consequences and repercussions of the energy they have put out. What they have created is coming home to roost, and they're kicking and screaming about it because they wanted us to suffer the consequences, because the love energy had suffered the consequences for thousands of years, but those magnetics were corrected. If you didn't hear, we did a whole reading on it. It's in here somewhere in a collective reading. Yeah, we did a whole reading on a whole conversation about it. The magnetics were corrected. No longer do the love energies pay for the sins. They're giving me the word sins. For the abuses, for the atrocities of the anti-love energy. But for thousands of years they did. It's time for you to know that the beautiful energy you put into this world comes back to you. Nobody can steal it. Nobody can take it. They can't have it. And all the ugly things they try to send your way return swiftly and directly back to them. What do we have unfolding in the future for the collective most important message? Please and thank you. The quantum field. The quantum field, the invisible field of information that exists beyond this space and time. And I made an extra punctuated statement about on all time, space, and dimensions just a few minutes ago. This is affecting all time, space, and dimensions. I'm telling you, you are the mystic healer on all time, space, and dimensions. They want me to mention these cards that came out and flipped up and stayed in the deck. What was it next to? Hold on, let me look at that too. They want me to look at that. Forgiveness is here. We're not going to sit up here and get all excited about them paying their karma. We're not going to sit in here and delight and revel in their karma, because now that's not a pretty energy you putting out. Little do you know. We just know that it happens. And what do we have? Look at this. Compassion. Bless everyone and everything. The people that need blessing the most are the ones that push your buttons. Hello. Pray for them. What Jesus said, pray for those who sin against you. Pray for your enemies. Yeah. Do you know what would happen if their hearts were healed? Do you know what happened if their minds were healed? You know what happened if their souls were healed? They might not be trying to destroy the unity that we have. They might not be trying to destroy people who are kind and considerate and compassionate. They might, right? But the very ability to act so destructively towards others is an indicator that something in their authentic divine nature is not functioning correctly. So I, again, say put it in your intentions and in your magic prayers. Harmony, the auto correction of our authentic divine nature. in each one and all, right? Harmony, peace, respect, compassion were words that we said. The compassion card says no one is perfect, so give yourself a break. Now these cards just spoke to me. I see May 4th and April 9th. We have card 54 and 49, May 4th and April 9th, and I don't usually get that when I see these numbers on the cards, but that's what they said today. Whatever that is, those dates, are you going to show me more about? They said no. There's something significant about those dates that they're not going to show me more about right now. They said, yeah, you don't need to know, nosy. That's what I literally just heard from me. They said, you don't need to know, nosy. Let it happen. I feel like on May 4th, yeah, my intuition is still strong though. So I see on May 4th, we could see something where if we put the bliss and on these ones that is trying to destroy our humanity, our harmony, our unity of the residents of our planet, our country, our city, our state, whatever. If we could put some blessings on them to have this healing, might see a major transformation, something indicative of that on May 4th. April 9th, no one is perfect, so give yourself a break. Compassion. I see on April 9th, what I'm seeing is some sort of news coming to light about somebody made a huge boo-boo. Somebody made a huge boo-boo. They forked it up. And yeah, they flipped up their own life in doing so, and it's going to be put on the main scene. That's what I am seeing. They're not giving me any more details than that. I'm going to go ahead and put these cards back in the deck. It did come out facing forgiveness. I just want to throw that out there as well. By us sitting up here holding an angry grudge against any individual, any entity, any collective. So what is the intention in the magic prayer? The healthy wholeness and completeness of the anti-love energy. The anti-love energy could only be anti-love energy because it's become dismembered, it's been fractaled, it's been broken. If it becomes whole, if it becomes complete, guess what it turns into? What it really is, which is love. And then they're showing me the reading that I did where we're talking about when you put yourself back together, when other people do it, the lines, the glue lines of where the pieces were still show, but when you do it for yourself, there's this glow that happens at the break lines, and all of a sudden there was never a break there, and it's actually complete again. And so that's what we want to see in these ones. We don't want to attack them, we don't want to destroy them. We want to attack them with so much love energy, honey, they can't run from it, they can't hide from it, and it's going to have to take root in their soul. And how do we really do that? By doing it for ourselves. That's literally how we do it. Because remember in the beginning we talked about all the different ones we have soul ties with. We did. And so guess what? With all of us, there's so much soul tie connection to these powers that were. There is. They're connected to all of us. I heard in essence and in physical effect, they are the shadow of ourselves on the large scale scene. Right? So we want to heal that, heal it in ourselves, heal it internally, and by side effect, we heal externally, and that's exactly what's happening. And guess what? It's because we're the mystic healer. We can do this, baby. We got this. We do this. We make this happen. So you can be so angry about it, but that anger isn't going to heal anything. Anger is an anti-love energy. That's why it feels like crap. The way you heal it, and I'm not saying you got to get all excited about it. Anger is also a human feeling, meaning all the human feelings have validity and usefulness. They're there for a reason. They're there, in this case, they're there to show you which way you want to pivot into, right? So, wow, there's so much in this reading. I know that those who are tuned into it, whoever hear this on Old Time Space and Dimension, you're the ones that meant to do it. You are the powerful one. You are the one, baby. You are the chosen one. You got the power. No, you are the power. You have the ability to influence the course of humanity. From your living room, from your bedroom, from your sofa, from wherever you are, the spirit of your place permeates this earth. And wherever you're at, especially if you feel alone. Ooh, if you feel alone where you're at, baby, we need you right where you're at because nobody else is there. If you weren't there to do it, who else would be? Nobody, right? You are so important. We're so grateful for you. I pulled out the Tarot of Mystical Moments to pull our final three cards for our beautiful message that we received. Most important messages for the collective right now. There's so much happening on earth. Again, I want to thank you for the growth on my channel. Thank you for watching all my zodiac sign readings, both in English and in Spanish. Thank you for watching for all your important placements. You know, your sun, moon, rising, north node, Venus, maybe your black moon, Lilith. Like, these are the positions that I like to tune into more. But honestly, like, I know that I am the entire zodiac, so I tune into all of them. But yeah, that's me. And thank you for all of you who do watch every single reading I produce. So thankful and grateful. Thank you for our High Vibes Tribe members. Let's get into this final round of cards. What is the most important message in the past here for the collective? Thank you. We have the Two of Cups. Love, baby. Love, love, love. Thank you, Royal Satch, for your love donation. So thankful and grateful. Find the love. To break the cycle, you had to find the love. Why are you grateful for what you went through? Why are you grateful for that person's presence? It was not in hating them. You know what? So let me just say this. I'm just going to say this boldly and plainly. I'm so thankful and grateful for all the separatist and divisionist things that are going on in our society right now, for all of the ugliness that's being brought out in our society, especially being a citizen of the United States. I'm so thankful and grateful to see all the stuff that's happening out there right now. You know why? Because it was always happening. It was just happening in a hidden way. Now it's happening in your face. And what I've been shown is when you move out of a house, you could see all the dust bunnies that accrued over the entire time that you lived there. And you know what? You can only clean them out if you see them. Likewise, what's happening in the United States right now can only be cleaned up once it's been seen. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that it's being seen. It's being acknowledged. The pedophilia, the achromers, the traffickers, the racists, the bigots, the misogynists. It's all being brought and done in the light of day. In the light of day. The dust bunnies have been shown, baby. And all it is as we move out of the age of Pisces, we're moving into the age of Aquarius. And like I said, when you move out of a house, baby, everything that was sitting around and hidden all these years in the dark lip corners, it's being cleaned up now. So I'm thankful and grateful for what's happening right now. And I'm so excited to see how everything is put into autocorrect, how justice is carried out, how the divine steps in and shows the purpose for all of this, and what it looks like when it's all spiffied up, cleaned up again, what the new house looks like. We're moving into a new house. So thankful and grateful that we could clean out all the junk that's been sitting, hiding, people have just been unaware of. I'm telling you, certain furniture you never move, right? Because it's too heavy, too big, stuff like that. The one day you move it, when it's time to move out and you move it, baby, the biggest dust bunnies, piles of crap that accrued down there, you didn't even know none of that stuff. The stuff be stuck to the floor, stuck to the wall. Why? Because it's been there for years, just stuck. Yeah, all the stuff that was just stuck, just sitting there for hundreds of years, is now being removed. So thankful and grateful for it. So thank you. Thank you. They think they work against us, but the most powerful spell, and when I do energy work, the spell I always use, it consists of two statements. One is thank you, thank you, thank you. The other is I love you, I love you, I love you. Because when I thank you, that lets you know your purpose here is fulfilled. You can go. And I love you is appreciation no matter what, unconditionally. I love you. Whether you brought me awareness of something I love or something I don't love, something I want to continue or something I want to stop, I love you. Thank you. You can go now. That's the energy. So as we look at harmony, as we look at kindness, as we look at mutual respect, as we look at humanity, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you. I wonder what would happen if we did that about all the white hat, cone head looking mucka hucka who's that been coming out of hiding. Now we know who they are. Now we know where they are. Yeah. They trying so hard to cause us to feed their agendas through the energy of our fear. And I tell you here and now, that will not happen with this tribe, because we go stand in our power. We're going to flip the script on this thing and put our magic prayers out, intentions, affirmations, visualizations, creation. from a decisive and deliberate energy, empowered, not in fear, empowered, not in fear, empowered in our divine authenticity, not in fear, baby, never in fear. We do everything from source energy. Hmm. Yeah, because not only are we the divine feminine, honey, but we are the divine feminine and the divine masculine, fully embodied in one physical vessel. This connected to the entire human collective. What's in the current energy for the collective? Most important message. Current energy, please, and thank you. The Empress. Hello, the Empress. Your worth, your value. You are the mother. You are birthing things into creation. You can do this because you've earned your maturity. You've created your maturity. You've lived a life full of experiences. You've given away your power. You've given away your energy. You've given away so much. You've went through so much pain to get here in the Empress energy. Baby, it's harvest season. And you know what? Who births everything? The woman. Whoo! It's so important for us to be in our divine feminine power. It's so important for us to respect and uplift and empower our women. Why? Because if they can suppress it, they can keep the old system going. But I already told you that they are the powers that were. They can't suppress it. It's already done. When my daughter and I were coming down the freeway, and I saw an entire engine in the road in front of me as we were speeding down the freeway, and spirit took over, had me floor the car, cut off the car on the right, and keep on going. 10 years later, I found out a man and his son hit that same engine that was in the road. They died on impact. That was prophetic. That was a small human experience in my personal life that projected a larger humanity experience for the entire earth. There's a lot of that. And I bet you, if you look in your life, you can put in my comment box the different experiences where no, you were not supposed to be dead, baby. You were supposed to be alive, and you a female. And if you a female and your daughter on top of it all, no. And it's not about killing the patriarchy. It's not about killing the masculine. That's not what it's about. It's about balance. It's about the masculine can no longer attack the feminine, because every time they try, they're going to end up killing their own masculine. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. They are trying, those powers that were are up in a tizzy right now because they know they've lost their power. They know they don't have it no more. And they're trying to kick and scream as they're being taken out of their positions. But everything that they do, they don't know who you are. So the most random things happen because they're directing the attacks at energies. Which energies? The divine feminine energies, the balanced energies, the androgynous energies, the divine androgynes, the divine androgynes. That's what we are. And every time they try to attack us, take us out, get rid of us, some weird shit happens that could have taken our life but didn't, because we're supposed to be here. People say, "Oh, I should have died." No, you shouldn't have, or you would be dead, not alive. You're supposed to be alive. And so is the feminine energy supposed to be alive. They cannot continue to bury it. And what is it being rescued? That's a woman in a dress coming out of the cave. I'm telling you, if you get it, then you get it. If you get it, then you get. What's the future energy for the collective? Most important message. Hello, the world. It affects the entire world. And what is it? It's a feminine energy. She's got the whole world in her dress skirt. Hello. Boy, there is so much that came out of our message today, you guys. Gals, divine feminines, divine masculines, divine androgynes. I'm totally a divine androgyny. In case you didn't know, I'm totally a divine androgyny. So thankful and grateful for your being. Thank you for being, because without you being, somebody else would have to be. But thank you for being. Somebody else would have to be. But thank you for being. Thank you for being the one. Thank you for being the chosen one. And literally, you were chosen. There is an application process to come to this planet. That's what we channeled 3 years ago. You were chosen. You were selected. Of many applications which were denied, yours was approved. You're here for a reason. Remember that when the shit hits the literal fan and those ideas that maybe I should just off myself, remove myself, unalive myself, or get out of here. No, don't run. Stand in your power. Remember who you are. Fix your crown. Fix your crown. And remember that you rule this empire. We rule this empire in love and peace and happiness. Until next time, I'm sending it all to you, baby. All the love, all the peace, all the happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. That's all, folks. Until next time. Later, baby. And I'm out.